Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Plus. I'm Shweta, Kothari. We're bringing you stories from the world of business, policy and economy. First up, markets. Indian markets ended on a flat note in a volatile session today amid some hits and misses from earnings season of India Inc. Joining me in the studio is my colleague Suyash. Also joining us is Kranthi Bathini from WealthMills. I want to come to you first, Suyash. Run us through how market performed today.
So as you just said, Shweta, it was a volatile session for the D Street today, as stock-specific action took precedence over environment where there's a lack of global cues. Now at close, Sensex was down about 25 points. It ended on a flat note at 66,366 levels, 360 levels. The 30-share index touched an intraday high of 66,559 and an intraday low of 66,177. Now, Nifty on the other hand ended 0.04% higher at 19,680 levels. It touched an intraday high of 19,729 and an intraday low of 19,615 levels. The broader markets continued to remain mixed in today's session. Nifty Mid-Cap 100 was up about 0.39% and the Nifty Small Cap 100 closed with losses of 0.11%.
Okay, what are the sectors and stocks that were in focus that you're tracking?
So, Shweta, the metal index was a top gainer today among sectoral indices on the NSE. It was up about 2%, followed by Nifty Auto, which was up about 0.95%. On the other hand, PSU banks, FMCG and realty counters were down from 0.5 to 1%.
Okay, let's move on to earnings. Asian Paint came up with their quarterly results. The results beat estimate, but at the same time, stock has taken a beating.
Yes, it's a curious case because Asian Paints had a very big profit beat as far as results are concerned. It reported a 52% jump in first quarter profit, held by a robust demand for its decorative paints and cooling raw material prices. Now, the company's cost of raw materials consumed fell by about 12%, which was largely due to a softening of crude oil prices, which accounts for about 30% of the raw materials for the paint manufacturers. Now, this combined with about a 7% jump in revenue on the back of a strong demand in the decorative paints helped Asian Paints profit margin grow from about 23.1% to 18.1% from a year ago. Now, Asian Paints decorative segment, which accounts for about 80% of the company's revenue growth, logged a double-digit growth. Although the India business seems on an up and up, it seems that the street did not like the performance of its international segment as it was subdued, Shweta.
All right, let's quickly get in Kranthi into this conversation. Kranthi, good afternoon. How are you reading the Asian Paint results? The results are looking good, a double-digit growth that we're looking in profit jumping 52%. What then explains how the stock performed?
Yeah, the results are extremely good, Shweta, and it's a overall the results and the profitability, the margins are improving. But you might be thinking why the stock has taken a beating. The stock has it's a fairly large cap stock with extremely high valuations. The valuations of stocks like Asian Paints, the valuations always look stretched for companies like Asian Paints with a market capitalization at 3,26,000 crores. So. And in fact, today during the trading day, the stock touched the high point also it touched during the day. Market right now it's entering into a sort of a consolidation phase. So we can see some kind of profit booking that took place in the market, and the stock has been sharply rallied in the past 6 months. So some kind of profit booking we witnessed with Asian Paints. But what is the strategy for an investor to do when a stock like Asian Paints comes down? It gives a good opportunities, whatever be the reason the stock came down. It gives a good entry point for the investors who are waiting to have these kind of blue chips in their portfolio.
I'm looking at sales for Asian Paints in international business, which declined by almost 1.4% to 695 crores from 705 crores on the back of economic uncertainty, forex crisis, liquidity issues. Is that going to weigh in on Asian Paints' fortunes and the stock performance?
Shweta, two things we need to consider. One thing is with respect to their international business and the segments they have. The contribution to the top line is minuscule with respect to their international business segment, and also the bathing and other segment business. The contribution is minuscule. But right now, going ahead, market have apprehension the upcoming competition with respect to Asian paints that they are going to face from the new entrants in these industries. So coming in the coming quarters, we can see they might have some kind of competition from the new entrants from Birlas and also from JSW. These are the groups that are trying to uh, test their business momentum with respect to paint industry is concerned in the coming quarters. So this is one overhang is there back of the investors' mind, but they have a strong prominence with respect to the networking and dealer network across the globe, and it's the market leader. Coming to the point, the main reason for the stock to take some kind of profit booking it witnessed today, we can pursue the same manner.
All right, let's also quickly, in fact, take a look at Bajaj Auto numbers, Suyash. Bajaj Auto also released its numbers in line with estimates.
Yes, Bajaj Auto's profit and revenue figures for the quarter ended June both were in line with the estimates. Bajaj Auto reported a 42% year-on-year jump in net profits. Revenue from operations jumped about 29% in the quarter under review. Now the rise in net profits, Shweta, is on the back of a favorable product mix, healthy volumes, and an increased in the average selling price of its lineups. Now the revenue during the quarter, as the company said, was underpinned by a double-digit volume growth with sustained buoyancy on the domestic front, cushioning the weak, albeit improving export performance. Now the company reported its highest quarterly EBITDA of 1954 crore, showing a growth of about 51% year-on-year, while margins were at 19%. A 280 basis points jump. Now, the stock of Bajaj Auto closed 0.67% lower, and year to date, it is up about 36%.
Okay. Kranthi, are these numbers in line with estimates?
Yeah, the numbers seems to be in line with the estimate, Shweta. But going ahead, how the EV space, the two-wheeler space is going to dominate with respect to EV space. That is the space they're going to focus. How the brand they're going to build with respect to EVs concerned. What's happening is right now the nature of the entire two-wheeler business is changing right now. There are new age companies, new companies are entering into two-wheeler space. Even most of the brands are unknown, but they are very price competitive. So the new rural market is getting dominated by these new players in the market. So how Bajaj going to play the competition and competitive pricing with respect to EV is going to play a major role for Bajaj Auto going ahead. Right now, the numbers looks impressive. And going ahead, what Street is going to track is one is their export numbers and also the domestic EV numbers. These are the two segments the market is going to keenly observing from Bajaj Auto.
Okay. The motorcycle growth is up, double-digit, consistent. Chetak EV is also picking up. I think it's interesting to watch out for how Bajaj makes a big foray into EV market with its existing set of portfolio and the new the new products it may include in its portfolio in the year to come.
Also, it's able to maintain such healthy margins, Shweta, and that we have seen the confidence at least of the D Street, 36% year-to-date returns. I mean, at this point, it seems like Bajaj Auto is fairly well placed. So, Kranthi, does the stock demand a re-rating at this point?
Yes, it's very early to say re-ratation with respect to the stock. How the sustainability of the numbers, that is extremely crucial, and also how the EV space they are going to place in the coming days, that is extremely crucial for the stock. So we need to wait for another couple of quarters to get a re-rating on the stock at this point of time.
Tata Motors is another one of the companies that is going to declare its earnings results very soon today. So what are your expectations from Tata Motors?
Yeah, Tata Motors, we are expecting a PAT around 3,090 crores. Okay, that's a decent number. And Tata Motors, we are going to see a complete turnaround with respect to the overall performance of the company. JLR going to post some kind of good set of numbers, but we need to see the slowdown and things, the external factors at China is going to play a role on Tata Motors. But we are quite optimistic with respect to the domestic business is concerned. The passenger vehicle segment is going to post a robust set of numbers. And what we can see is how the commercial vehicle space, the CV space, this is extremely crucial for Tata Motors going ahead. But right now, it's all about the passenger vehicle segment that's making difference for Tata Motors. And the one of the street worry was the high debt on their balance sheet. But company is managing very well. The new management is taking in a nice way. They have been, in fact, repaying the debt and trying to reduce the debt on a consistent basis right now. So Tata Motors is the stock to watch out going ahead for the investors.
All right, we will of course bring you results as and when they come in for Tata Motors, which is expected to release its Q1 results today, later in this part of the day. But Jubilant FoodWorks is another company that we are tracking, and the quick service restaurant operated by Jubilant, Domino's to be particular, is not doing too well.
It's not doing well, Shweta. It missed
People not eating enough pizzas. I'm.
It seems like that.
Seems like that. Absolutely.
So Jubilant FoodWorks, Shweta, reported a 74% year-on-year decline in consolidated net profit. Now the profit figure came in at about 29 crore. The street had expected a figure of about 75 crore. Now the company's revenue of from operations rose about 6% during the quarter under review. Now the operating profit. The food services company's operating profit decreased by 9% year-on-year to 275.8 crore, while operating margins narrowed to 20.7% from 24.2%. So while revenue is going up, but we have seen a certain contraction in the margins, at least in the case of Jubilant FoodWorks.
And the demand continues to be weak. How are you reading this, Kranthi? I think we can joke about it, whether people are eating pizzas or not, or is it the fact that they're still perhaps afraid, scared to go out, step out, eat at a quick service restaurant? What exactly is hurting Jubilant's prospects?
Shweta, on a lighter note, you can put in such a way, people are becoming more health conscious and want to slim.
All right. I would love to listen to that. I mean, I don't mind hearing that.
Yeah, the QSR space is playing very good in terms of the recent results are concerned. Probably we can have a show with respect to the QSR stocks are concerned, the space is concerned separately. But while coming to Jubilant FoodWorks, the stock has been posting a disappointing set of numbers from past 2 quarters. The main reason is there is a change of the segment, and we can see clearly change of food habits with respect to the urban population is concerned. But there are the other QSRs like Westlife, the MACD, they have been doing very good. So the Jubilant have been posting some kind of negative set of numbers at this point of time. So we need to see how the next couple of quarters earnings are going to be for Jubilant FoodWorks.
All right, and what are the big other earnings that you're tracking this afternoon?
Yeah, the Tata Motors is the main company we're tracking, and L&T also the company. The results going to be interesting, and also the infrastructure business. They have done the economy is going in a right way. The capex has been improved, and the subsidiaries of L&T, how they are going to contribute to the top line. These are the crucial things.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the company we are tracking at this point of time.
All right. So some of those numbers are out. We continue to track them. Others are still awaited. Kranthi will get you back as and when they come out. But thanks very much for joining us this afternoon with your updates.
Thank you, Shweta.